Welcome to the Rochester Institute of Technology, where tonight a sea of orange is expected as the hometown Tigers welcome the nationally ranked Air Force Academy to the Gene Policini Center. Number 2, Adam Brubaker, the hero from last weekend, as his overtime goal helped the Tigers earn a split with Holy Cross. Brubaker will join Stacy Pension ringside in just a few minutes. You are watching RIT SportsZone Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. Highlights, analysis, live interviews, and much more are on the way as we get you set for face-off between RIT and Air Force at 7:05. Good evening, I'm Kevin Roach, and we're so glad you could join us here tonight for RIT SportsZone Pregame Live. We welcome our viewers watching online and across New York State on Time Warner Cable. Well, after last Friday's 4-0 loss to Holy Cross, RIT head coach Wayne Wilson called his team fragile, saying they needed a blowout win or an overtime victory to boost morale. Well, the head coach got what he hoped for last Saturday night in the series finale with the College of the Holy Cross. First period, Tigers on the power play. Liam Cairns, the shot, Eric Brown, the deflection for his team-leading 15th goal on the season. But take another look at this one. What a goal. Watch the puck off Brown's stick. It deflects up and into the air. It seems like it stayed up there forever. Paul Barafato of Holy Cross never even saw it, goes up and over his head for the goal. The top play in college hockey right there this week. Later in the period, some miscommunication. Mike Rotolo leaves the puck behind the net. Michael Lappin takes it and beats Rotolo with the wraparound to tie the game at 1. This one would be decided in overtime. Gene Battaglia had the call.
Valenzuela down low to Powell. Cairns. Brubaker, the blast. There it is! Game winner! Adam Brubaker! Tigers win 2-1. There you go.
Brubaker with his 6th goal on the year, no doubt his biggest. RIT got the much-needed 2 points with a 2-1 victory. So here is the up-to-the-minute standings in Atlantic hockey. Canisius on top by 3 points after beating Niagara on Wednesday night. Air Force just 3 points behind. Both have locked up first-round byes. After that, you might say it's a bit of a mess right now. Army is 3rd, Robert Morris 4th, Holy Cross in 5th, while Mercyhurst and RIT are tied for 6th. The top 5 get a first-round bye. We are joined by the head coach of the RIT Tigers, Wayne Wilson. And, Coach, seems like we talk about injuries every week. You had an addition to that list this week with Gabe Valenzuela being out for the weekend.
Yeah, so he joins the other crew there. He'll be out this weekend. He's week to week. It's nothing season-ending at this point. So we'll monitor his progress and see how he is going into next weekend, but he'll be out for this weekend.
You said last week that this team needed an overtime win or a blowout win. You got the overtime win. What has that done for the confidence of this team?
Well, it makes practices a little bit easier, coming to the rink a little bit easier during the week. And, I thought we played pretty solid both games. We've let some games slip away. I thought particularly on Saturday night, our penalty kill at the end of the second, capitalizing on the power play when we did, were all big for us. And just getting the win for our spirits here. I thought our young defensemen, who we're really kind of focusing on here a little bit because there's a lot on their plate right now. I thought they were all very solid, and it's going to be important that they can continue to take steps with the 2 Norrishes out. So I think, not to put everything on them, but I think if we can get solid play out of those 4 freshman defensemen, then the rest of our team, the other guys have to continue to play well. We've got to get good goaltending and special teams. Those are all other factors besides the thing that we can't do anything about, and that is playing a very young defensive crew.
Absolutely. Well, you saw this team, Air Force, back in November. You lost both games, tight games. Coach Saratori told me this morning that his team isn't in championship form yet, but they're playing really well. What makes this matchup difficult for you?
Well, I think they're very well coached. First, I think Frank does a great job with his club. They don't beat themselves. They play within themselves. So I think you'll see just consistent waves of consistent play, 1 through 4 in their front and 1 through 6 back on defense. And I think that's what makes them good is they don't beat themselves. They're very, very consistent in what they do. They play to their identity, which is kind of a safe play, defensive-minded, but they do get a lot of pucks to the net. They try and get traffic to the net. You don't see a lot of fancy plays. You see just good, solid plays on their part, and have a lot of respect with what they do and how they do it.
A tremendous rivalry throughout the years. Hard to believe Air Force hasn't played a regular season game in this building, and it's 3 years old. This is their first time here.
Yeah, a quirk of the schedule, and we have gone to Air Force every year. So who knows when that's going to turn around? That's up to the league scheduler, and we've kind of got the short stick there, but that's fine. So we had a playoff series here with them a couple of years ago that we won both games, so that was big for us. And so at least some of their players, probably their freshmen, their seniors, are the only ones to have been in this building at one point. So, but we got to take advantage of home ice here on Dr. Dessler's appreciation night. Great job he has been for our university, our hockey program, but just the Rochester community as a whole. I can't thank him enough, and we've kind of already said our piece with him before his schedule gets so hectic that we may not see him around as a hockey staff. Anyways, you see him all around campus, but trying to get his ear. But he's been great, and we really appreciate everything he's done.
Well, we appreciate your time. Best of luck here tonight against Air Force. Coach Wilson joining us here on Pregame Live. Speaking of the Air Force Academy, they were out on the ice here this morning. The Falcons have gone unbeaten in 14 of their last 16 games, the second best winning percentage in the nation over that span. Over the years, RIT and Air Force, as I mentioned, have produced some thrilling contests, and Falcons head coach Frank Serratori expects this weekend's games to be no different.
And we got a little thing with RIT. We go back. We came to the league together. We eliminated them a number of times early in our championship history. They've eliminated us the last 2 years. So they're not on our Christmas list, and we ain't on their Christmas list. And when it's Air Force and RIT, in the last 10 years, we've been in the league 10 years. 8 of those 10 years, either Air Force or RIT has represented the league in the national tournament. So there's a lot of pride, and I don't want to say it's bad blood, but there's a lot of respect. And when the season starts, our guys circle 2 names in the league. They circle Army and they circle RIT.
And no doubt RIT circles Air Force on their schedule as well. Over the last 49 meetings, 38 between these two teams have been decided by 2 points or less, with 15 of those contests ending in overtime. It's another big weekend, as we mentioned, for the Tigers, and Stacey Pengen is standing by ringside with the hero from last weekend. Stacey?
Yeah, that's right. Joined by Adam Brubaker, and unfortunately the injury bug's still plaguing you guys. 54 games total you guys have missed due to injuries when you add up all of the players, over half of those in the month of January. So you had the big goal last weekend. What are you hoping to do for yourself and as a team taking on Air Force, a very strong foe?
I think I just hope to play well again, play well defensively, and hopefully chip in offensively with maybe a goal or assist or something like that. What
was the difference last week? It felt like a different game. You guys looked like the old RIT Tigers again, had a little bit of a spark.
Just a little bit more energy, a little bit better vibe in the room and on the ice, and definitely worked to our advantage.
What is the one thing you guys have to do to beat this strong team?
Get pucks to the net and put them in, hopefully.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Stacey. Well, there's much more to come here tonight. Up next, we'll check in with John and Gene to get their thoughts on tonight's big-time matchup. Plus, we'll take a look back at a decade of excellence in athletics under RIT President Bill Dessler. It's all straight ahead. You're watching RIT SportsZone Pregame Live.
Remaining in regulation, or overtime, we should say. Called again. Dakota is going to leave it there for Cameron Burke down low. There's a shot in front. Oh, and I think Mitchell thought he had scored the way he kind of looked back. Halt again behind the net this goes. Mitchell up top, Hartley scores! Scores! On the RIT Tigers. Mitchell gets the pass in front, sets up Hartley, perfect. Little work, took him a few extra minutes to get it done, but the Tigers get the one in overtime. Great pass, great shot by the Tigers. Oh, the Tigers finally get a break tonight. They have just been working and working and working,
There have been a lot of great games between these two teams over the history of this matchup. The Falcons lead the all-time series 25-20-4. RIT a slight edge over the last 10 meetings. However, Air Force is the king when it comes to conference championships. They've won 5, including 3 straight between 2007 and 2009. We welcome in the guys who've had the pleasure to call a few of those Atlantic Hockey Championship games for both the Tigers and the Falcons. Gene Battaglia and John DiTullio. And guys, RIT hasn't made its path to another championship an easy one, but with 3 games left, they still have a shot to finish anywhere from 3rd to 9th. Good evening.
Yeah, it's that tight, Kevin. Thanks very much. As the Tigers, John, a 2-1 win over Holy Cross. Is that the type of win that can propel them here?
Well, Wayne's hoping. Yeah, they felt like they got their mojo back after that, but then they lose Gabe Valenzuela. This team is dealing with major injuries. On the other side, Air Force was dealing with injuries. All their guys now are back. But as Kevin just mentioned and we alluded to, all these games are tightly contested. That's why who makes the fewest mistakes could come away with the 2 points tonight.
Well, the schedule not working in the Tigers' favor here after that win over Holy Cross. Now they're playing a nationally ranked team here in Air Force. They really don't have a weakness, John.
Talking with Wayne, they've got 4 lines. They don't have 1 line. They've got 4 lines. They've got a pretty good goalie. They're a veteran team defensively. They're 8-2-2 since January 1st. They seem to be ascending at the right time.
Well, they roll the 4 lines. The right winger, Himley, their leading scorer.
There's no question about it. They've got guys on this team. When you look at what they can do, look at those numbers. I mean, big-time playmaker. When you look at Himley, they've got Hake, and then Matt Sarator is coming back after missing 4 games with an upper body injury. If you're going to look at one line, only got 4, that top line is pretty good, though.
Well, for the RIT Tigers tonight, the question is where's the offense going to come from? We mentioned Gabe Valenzuela out of the lineup. Eric Brown had a deflection goal in front. Just get him to the front of the net, John. That might be one of the keys tonight.
That's a key. Greasy goals, I think, is what it's going to take. But if Brown can somehow put that big frame in front of the net, 6'2", nearly 200 pounds, it may take a deflection. I think it's going to take a greasy goal or maybe a few greasy goals if the Tigers are going to steal 2 points tonight.
Well, if you're going to look at the keys tonight, John, we'll take a look at the keys for RIT and for Air Force for that matter. And, yeah, puck possession, always a key.
Against this team in particular, they protect the grade A end. They like to get out of their end quickly. So you got to cherish that puck. And they've got to limit second chance. I'm talking about Air Force. The one thing, talking with Wayne this week, Starrett will give up rebounds. And if they can capitalize, that is huge. And RIT's got to play with an edge. If they want that home ice advantage, they want to at least get a bye, they've got to come out tonight and play with a chip on their shoulder.
I'll give another key here, John. What's the great equalizer in hockey? It's when you get a good goaltending performance tonight. And this being the last weekend at home in the regular season for Mike Rotolo.
And Mike has played well against Air Force. You look at the 2 games back in November, I know they lost, but in that series, you look at the numbers, RIT out shooting Air Force 61-40, although they lost 2 one-goal games. You can see 2 really good goalies tonight.
Well, it should be fun. It's always fun, Kevin, when RIT and Air Force get together.
Absolutely. We'll look for you at the top of the hour. Well, tonight is Dr. Dessler night here at the Policini Center as he will drop the ceremonial first puck. RIT's president will retire in June after leading the Institute through a remarkable decade of success.
Discovered he was serious about sports. His very first hair dye challenge was aimed at increasing interest in basketball, a stunt he didn't need to do for men's hockey.
I didn't really feel the need from the games I've gone to. We get great student turnout and support for those games.
But in just his first year in office, President Dessler did recognize the need for a new hockey arena.
Has the program outgrown its current facility on campus?
Well, I think we could be moving in that direction. This is an embryonic process. We're just beginning to look at options. We currently don't have a plan. We don't have a date. We don't even have the money.
But under his leadership, a plan was in place 2 years later.
So our plan is to, over the course of the next 2 or 3 years, to try to raise $15 million to be the cornerstone funding for a new hockey arena at RIT. I'm also very, very pleased to announce that 2 of our alums have stepped forward to make the first really significant gift towards this fundraising campaign.
Will be named the Gene Policini Center.
Dessler would then secure a $4.5 million donation from the Policini Family Foundation and Tom Golisano. In 2012, the university broke ground on the facility and unveiled the new Gene Policini Center in the fall of 2014.
What do the donors like Tom Golisano and the Policini Foundation mean to the institution of RIT?
If they don't step up, it doesn't happen. That's the way it is, okay? You can't build this thing entirely on institutional funds. It doesn't even make any sense to do that. You can't ask students to pay tuition to build a hockey arena. So that's a tremendous, tremendous step. And they step forward because they believe in RIT and they also believe in the Rochester community.
President Dessler has been a part of some of the biggest moments in RIT sports history.
The Cinderella story of the tournament so far, the Rochester Institute of Technology out of Rochester, New York. They're going dancing to the Frozen Four in Detroit.
And the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers will be your 2012 NCAA Division III Women's Hockey Champions.
I am more proud than I can say. They earned this championship the old-fashioned way. They just worked hard for it. And it's wonderful to see all that hard work get rewarded. It's a great day for RIT, great day for the team, great day for the coaches, just a great day all around.
Over the last 10 years, RIT's #1 fan has been a staple at athletic events no matter the sport or the season. Just last week, he was on the bench as an honorary coach of the women's basketball team.
You know, I'm undefeated now as a women's basketball coach.
That
so,
is incredible.
Amazing, isn't it? 1-0.
President Dessler would do almost anything to show his school's spirit. He even ended up dyeing his hair for the sport he never thought he'd have to, just to secure the Policini Center's first sellout crowd.
I just want to build school spirit, that's all. You know, it's really just an issue of trying to especially get the freshmen to understand what it's like to really be an RIT Tiger. And I'm certainly one myself, and I want to sort of spread it around.
President Bill Dessler has presided over a decade of excellence in athletics. The men's hockey program has made 3 trips to the NCAA tournament, including that 2010 Frozen Four. The women's program won the Division III National Championship, then moved up to Division I. RIT's Division III programs joined the Liberty League and have won numerous conference titles and have made many NCAA appearances. And the 675 student athletes this past semester combined to record a 3.31 grade point average, the best in RIT history. Well, still to come on the program, we'll tell you how you can help one local boy in his mission to collect 5,000 coats this year. Plus, the RIT women's hockey team welcomed their throughway rivals from Syracuse to the Policini today. Highlights are on the way. This is RIT SportsZone Pregame Live. It is a big weekend at RIT. The annual Breeze Fest is upon us. Of course, the weather not exactly cooperating with temperatures near 50, but we got a good one for you on the ice tonight. Number 19 Air Force against RIT. These two teams responsible for 8 of the last 10 conference championships. Well, earlier this afternoon, the RIT women's hockey team returned to home ice to begin a home-and-home series with conference and throughway rivals Syracuse. The Tigers coming off a 2-game losing streak after dropping a pair against Robert Morris last weekend. We picked things up in the first period, not the start RIT wanted. Just over a minute into the game, Jessica Sibley puts in the rebound for the Orange. They had a 1-0 lead, but the Tigers answered just 2 minutes later. Kendall Cornine, the nice backhander in front for her 12th goal on the year. We were tied at 1. Orange controlled things from there, out shooting RIT 16-1 in the period as Alyssa Burris scores. Syracuse would hold on to win 5-2. Same 2 teams tomorrow afternoon. That one in Syracuse. Tomorrow, just a reminder, the RIT women's hockey team will wrap up the regular season here at the Policini next weekend against Mercyhurst. Our live coverage begins at 6 next Friday night on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel 26, while Saturday's coverage of Senior Day is at 2 on Time Warner Cable Channel 98. Well, we all know how harsh Rochester winters can be, but thanks to one local boy, many in our community are now more prepared to brave the elements.
There are many 10-year-olds that play hockey, but Colin isn't your average 10-year-old.
So how would you describe Colin for people that don't know him?
Colin is a very kind little boy who likes to help others.
Colin has been helping others since he was just 5 years old.
Well, I saw a kid without a coat, and I was ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. So it was 2 weeks before Christmas. I'm like, I want to give that kid my favorite coat.
How did that make you feel seeing that young boy without a coat?
I felt sad because all the stuff that we have and he doesn't. It just makes me feel really bad.
What was your reaction to that?
I was really taken back and surprised that he wanted to do that. Actually, I was pretty blown away.
That idea led Colin to begin Warm Hearts, Warm Bodies, an organization that collects coats and other winter essentials to help those in need.
The Open Door Mission is the primary group that gets the coats, hats, and gloves. And recently this year we started outreaching to the Blue Star veterans in Canandaigua and the Rochester City Schools. And we also have a lot of private people that contact us privately just this time of year, especially Christmas time. They are in need of warm coats for their kids and families.
Could you have envisioned it taking off and being as successful as it's been when he first came up with the idea?
No. And he's inspired not only myself and adults, but youth hockey players in the area and across the country.
Colin has inspired many, including his teammates and opponents too. They've all joined together to help the cause.
That's wonderful. I like that. That's great because they just know that that your hockey teammates are family.
Where do you see this going in the future?
Well, he has said from day one that he wants to do this until he goes to college, and then he will find another little boy to take over, and then he will continue on after. And I'll just support him as long as he wants to keep doing it. So that's all I can do as a mom.
Tiger fans, you can help Colin tomorrow night. Warm Hearts, Warm Bodies will have a donation bin here at the Policini Center, and when you buy one ticket, you'll get one free with a donation of a gently used coat. So far this year, Colin's collected 1,500 coats. He hopes to reach his goal of 5,000. Well, it's almost game time here at the Policini Center. We'll send you back upstairs to John and Jean next. This is RIT Sports Zone, Pregame Live. We are back with you tomorrow for Senior Night at the Policini Center. Our coverage kicks off 6:30 with RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. Be sure to join us as we will carry the on-ice tributes to the 7 RIT seniors live before the Tigers face the Falcons. You can watch RITSC.com or Time Warner Sports Channel 26. Just a reminder, if you're coming to the game, it is RIT Sports Zone Senior Card Night and Poster Night. We'll be distributing posters and player cards of all 7 seniors while supplies last, so get here early tomorrow. Also on the show, we are out of the 4,000 seats here at the Policini Center, one has always stood out in the crowd. We'll share how this orange seat is a tribute to a man named Green. That's tomorrow on the broadcast. Well, that will do it for us. John, Jean, and Stacy are up next. Enjoy the game, everyone. RIT Sports Zone Live begins now.